In the stifling haze of June 1997, South Korea faced a tempest no radar could track. The Asian financial crisis, known as the IMF crisis, unleashed a whirlwind of currency collapse and foreign debt, slashing the won's value by 50% overnight. Chaebol giants toppled, unemployment surged, and families like the Kangs of Typhoon trading saw their modest import-export dreams drown in red ink. Nearly 3 decades later, that storm surges back on TVN's Typhoon Family, a drama that doesn't just recount the past, but revives its pulsing heartbeat. 2 decades on, one actor dares to relive that chaos, not as a bystander, but as the man who felt it. At the heart stands Lee Junho, the 2 p.m. idol-turned-actor, shedding the playful charm of King the Land and the regal grace of the red sleeve to embody Kang Tae-poong, a reluctant CEO forged in economic ruin and personal loss. This case study uncovers why this role is Junho's boldest leap yet, a fusion of raw vulnerability and national spirit, etching a new legacy with every frame. Lee Junho's tale ignites with rhythm. In 2008, at just 18, he burst onto the scene with 2 p.m., his dynamic dance moves and infectious grin lighting up K-pop's global stage. Yet his ambition soon eclipsed the spotlight. By 2013, Cold Eyes unveiled a chameleon, slipping into a detective's steely resolve. Then 2015 arrived, where months of sketching brought a post-crisis dreamer to life, his performance reflecting a generation's silent struggles. Television became his arena, the shrewd intern in Good Manager 2017, the tender grief of Just Between Lovers 2017-18, and the Baeksan-crowned Yi-san in The Red Sleeve 2021, his portrayal of imperial longing silencing doubters. His 2023 hit King the Land cast him as Gu Won, a dimpled hotel heir whose rom-com flair hit a deeper drive. Each role, charming, youthful, polished, wove a pattern of charm as armor. Typhoon Family would strip that away, thrusting him into a role that pushed his craft to its edge. Drama critic said, Junho's versatility, rom-com sparkle in King the Land, historical depth in The Red Sleeve, was impressive, but safe. Typhoon Family is his crucible. He morphs from playboy to patriarch, wielding 90s slang and economic despair with a rawness that's less performance, more revelation. This is where idols become legends. Lee Junho commented, Seeing Tae-poong, I saw myself at 35, launching O3 Collective, my creative studio, amid real-world uncertainty, but magnified. The IMF wasn't just a setting, it was a living enemy. I had to feel its weight, not just act it. But ambition doesn't stand alone. It's hammered in history's forge. Tae-poong's journey begins amid 1997's ruins. The IMF crisis wasn't a number, it was a national wound. On November 21, 1997, South Korea accepted a $58 billion IMF bailout, a desperate lifeline as foreign debt and currency devaluation toppled 58 conglomerates and sent unemployment soaring. For the Kang family of Typhoon trading, it meant lost suppliers, crushing loans, and a son, once Apgujong's golden boy, thrust into a CEO role over a hollow shell. Typhoon Family, crafted by Jang Hyun-suk from her own battlefield memories, shuns nostalgia for raw truth. Its 16 episodes of blood-red ledgers, rival Pyo Hyun-jun circling like a shark, and Tae-poong burying his father under bailout broadcasts. Director Lee Na-jong, known for Love Alarm 2 and Fight for My Way, breathed authenticity into every frame with IMF survivor testimonies, echoing the buzz of pagers with bad news and the crackle of cassette tapes as emotional lifelines. For Junho, this wasn't a role to perform. It was a scar to reopen, a call to live the era's dread. Unlike the Red Sleeve's poised elegance or King the Land's buoyant charm, Tae-poong is a storm of chaos, wild nights dissolving into tearful breakdowns. Critics rave about his gaze shifts, a silent ballet of joy to anguish. His preparation was epic, mastering 90s fashion, shadowing traders, and launching O3 Collective mid-shoot to taste real stakes. The set was 1997, he said. Every costume, every club beat. It wasn't acting, it was reliving the fall. Kim Minha said, Junho dove so deep into Tae-poong's fear, muttering ledgers on set, it was haunting. This isn't just a role, it's his bid to transcend idle actor and claim a legacy. Why the IMF crisis is such a big deal for Koreans. The 1997 IMF crisis isn't just an economic blip for South Korea, it's a cultural quake that remolded the nation's heart. Sparked by the Asian financial crisis, it saw the won plummet over 50%, foreign reserves shrink to $20 billion, and 58 chaebols collapse from reckless loans. On November 21, 1997, Korea accepted a record $58 billion IMF bailout, but the price was steep. Interest rates soared to 30%. Mass layoffs pushed unemployment to 7% by 1999, and austerity gutted wages and welfare. Families survived on ramen, launched gold-collecting campaigns to bolster reserves, and lit candles against firings. 80% saw incomes crash, delaying marriages and leaving a debt shadow for generations. It unmasked government-corporate collusion, igniting reforms like Kim Dae-jung's 1998 parallel IMF recovery pledge. Today, it fueled Korea's tech triumph. Samsung, Hyundai rose from the ashes, yet sowed inequality, gig economy fragility, and a Hell Joseon youth despair. Typhoon Family revisits this, not as a history lesson, but as a reflection of a nation's resilience and lingering scars, stirring deep empathy across generations. The IMF crisis has etched itself into Korean storytelling, serving as a backdrop for tales of endurance, loss, and renewal. Other notable K-dramas that feature this pivotal moment include Reply 1994, 2521, 2022, Reborn Rich, 2022, Miss Korea, 2013, and Miseng, Incomplete Life, 2014, each a testament to how this living memory infuses K-dramas with profound emotional weight. Yet no storm is weathered in solitude. Tae-poong's Typhoon Squad lifts Junho's ascent. Kim Minha's Oh Mi-seon, an overworked daughter with career dreams, is no damsel. She's the backbone, her diligence mirroring 1990s women's quiet strength. Their bond, sparked by a subway nap, blooms into a workplace lifeline, her hope rekindled by his resolve. Veterans Sung Dong-il and Kim Ji-young steady the chaos as stoic parents, while Kim Min-seok's Wang Nam-mo sprinkles humor amid layoffs. Rivals like Moo Jin-seong's Hyun-jun sharpen the stakes with corporate espionage. Together, they form a family tempered by crisis, their unity echoing 1997's unyielding spirit. Junho thrives in this crucible, his ambition fueled by their trust. "It's the togetherness that resonates," he said at the premiere. "Like 97, people holding fast against the storm." I've started watching Typhoon Family, and I'm already hooked, especially since I've always loved K-dramas that weave the IMF crisis into their storyline. There's a deep pull in how these tales transform economic struggles into stories of grit and quiet victories, striking a chord that feels personal. Kim Minha's Oh Mi-seon shines. As the eldest daughter balancing family burdens with her own ambitions, she blends fierce independence with a tender vulnerability that anchors the show's turmoil. Her shift from weary sighs to determined glances makes her more than a love interest. She's a survivor, witty and magnetic. I'm eager to see her journey unfold, especially alongside Tae-poong's evolution. Typhoon Family transcends a role. It's a revolution. Where Red Sleeve crafted poetry and King polished charm, Tae-poong turns IMF ledgers into a human saga. Critics laud it as a league of his own, his subtlety mirroring Korea's wounds. Fans rate it 8.5 to 10 on IMDb, drawn in by Episode 1's emotional crescendo. At 35, fresh from launching O3 Collective, Junho's timing is poetic. This isn't about trophies, it's a tribute to craft, a 2 p.m. star guiding a cultural tempest. In Tae-poong's breakdown, Korea glimpsed its own resilience, wounded yet unbroken. As it sweeps Netflix globally, one truth shines. Junho doesn't play the hero. He embodies the storm and emerges as its survivor. If the Red Sleeve honored history's kings, Typhoon Family celebrates its everyday warriors.